Welcome back to Ravenly. I'm Sarah.
I'm Sophie.
And I'm Bella.
Sophie, you sound kind of nervous there.
I wanted to try something new. Because, I love trying new things. Okay, I'm already getting off topic, but...
Okay,
guys...
Sarah, go off.
Okay, so I have a little story to tell. My leg is sticky.
Oh, what?
And I'll tell you why.
Wait, is that what you said earlier? Because we kind of talked over you, and you were talking about something sticky.
Yes, I was talking about my sticky leg.
Okay, go on. I'm very interested now.
Okay, my leg is sticky because this morning, after I finished my walking and fitness walking, I was walking up the stairs with my breakfast.
Oh.
It's a little Chobani Greek yogurt cup with some granola on it, and a giant mason jar of water, and a little mason jar of orange juice. Now, this orange juice,
oh no,
I didn't have room in my arms for this. So I was stacking stuff like a really groovy waitress would. And what had happened was I always get nervous that I'm accidentally texting someone on my phone.
Oh yeah.
That's
while
so
I'm
true.
Not looking. And so I tilted my hand to see my phone, and it was the same hand that the OJ was in.
Sarah.
The OJ spills all the way down my leg on my nice pants, all over my Bob Ross art that I followed Bob Ross video to watch, and then all over my floor and all over my mom's Ugg slippers that she gave me.
Oh my gosh, no.
That's very unfortunate.
So, and that's not even the end of it. It's I was okay, whatever, I'll clean this up and then I'll get more orange juice. So I got more orange juice. I came back upstairs. I tasted it. Tasted weird. Tasted egg-like.
Oh, so...
I was now why does this taste like egg?
Expired.
So I walked back downstairs again. It was expired on the 12th of January.
Oh my gosh.
That's a whole month.
And I just drank it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's just on the top of my mind today. But that's not the topic, sticky legs.
Sticky leg.
Or orange
Guys,
juice.
this is what to do if you have a sticky leg.
It is.
Our topic is sticky situations.
What?
Yes, and overwhelming yourself by carrying too many things on your
whether
plate.
it's tangible or intangible, for real.
Tangerine.
Oh my god.
Sarah, you are coming up with these beautiful little ways to talk about what we're talking about.
These
so
man.
if I may lead this segue. Okay, so there's been something that's been on a lot of people's minds. It's about the social battery that we all have. Everybody has a different gauging of their social battery. Some might not know much about it. Some might know a lot about their own. And then some people are extroverts and their social battery is charged by being around other people. And some people are introverts where their social battery is charged by being alone with themselves.
There's also mixes.
Yes, also mixes for sure. Ambiverts. Isn't that such a fun word? So if you feel like you don't fit into a box, it's a spectrum, baby. Nobody's the same. And also, you may think that you're an extrovert just because you like to be around people, but I thought that I was an extrovert for my entire life. When I took that 16 personalities test, I was 96% extroverted. But what I realized, and this may be different for everybody, it could be the other way around, but I was I like being around people, but man, I get so tired when I'm socializing, and I I'm laying in my bed right now hugging my squishmallow, just recharging.
Wait, hugging your what?
Squishmallow? Do you guys not know what a squishmallow is? I've talked to you guys about it. Definitely.
I do not.
It's a stuffed animal, but it's so squishy and fun. You guys should search it up. They're really popular right now on TikTok and stuff. But okay, they're so fun and cute and lovable. And that's my little ad for Squishmallow, not spawns.
They should start paying us for that.
Yeah. No, literally oh my gosh, this thing is so cute. And I got him, he was there for Valentine's Day at Ralph's. And so, oh my gosh, guys, I'm not working at Ralph's anymore. This is so sad. This is some big news.
Dun, dun.
Everybody listening just gasped.
Guys, literally it was my entire personality, and now it's gone. Well, thank goodness, because I don't want it to be my entire personality. But it's the same thing about the social battery. I felt my social battery was just draining. When you're working a job, especially, you have these long shifts where you're just constantly surrounded by people. And I just like, I wanted nothing more than to just crawl into bed and sleep forever while I was working those shifts. And then also COVID was scary. So I was like, adios, see you later.
Especially around Christmas at Ralph's, I went to get some sprinkles, and it was like, I don't even, like a biological battlefield. People touching the produce, no gloves on, coughing on the produce.
Literally,
the
people
produce
freak me
out.
the frig out. And that's also, okay, so with this, sorry I'm talking so much, but like I have so much to say on this because I've literally learned so much about it, and I'm sure like everybody has, like in quarantine, because like you realize like how much I've realized how much I really don't like a lot of people, like just in general. Like there's a quote by me in a Pal's Kahoot, and it's like, I just really don't like people. And that's not entirely true, because I do like being around people, but man, when I see somebody licking their fingers to open a produce bag, and I'm like, we're in the middle of a freaking panoramic, you can't do that. Let's not freaking lick our fingers ever again. Like, let's just have that be a rule from now on. Like, you don't, like, you know, when, this might just be a me thing, because my grandma used to do it for my mom, and then my mom used to do it for me as a kid. She would lick her finger and like wipe like the smudge off my face. And now like when I think about that, I'm like, it's my own mother, and like we're obviously living together, so like it wouldn't even matter. We'd already be both sick if we both have COVID, if one of us had COVID, you know? But it's like, just like the thought of somebody like licking their hand, just like, or like touching their face, like that just freaks me out. And then it's like, it's tiring being,
oh my God,
the only sane person.
Freaked out the whole time.
Yeah, my mom is like that, like you. Whenever I would eat Cheetos or something as a kid, like I was not allowed to lick my fingers afterwards. Like you have to go wash your hands.
I was not like that as a kid. I was like, girl, if it's, why is it on my finger if I'm not allowed to taste it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are they there then? You know, like that TikTok.
Don't take that out of context.
I cracked myself up.
Okay, where are we going with this? The produce.
Just like, I don't know, like quarantining has made me realize how draining being around people can be, because you're just constantly worrying about not only yourself, but like other people, seeing if they're being safe, especially now. Like if I'm hanging out with a friend and like I just keep forgetting to pull my mask up, I'm like, shoot, like if we're like drinking boba, for instance.
You just made a little zombie like Minecraft noise. You went, sorry.
Anyways, so
okay.
That's those are my Minecraft zombie noises. I like when they say bruh. But yeah, definitely the social battery is changing. It's fluid as we go through life.
Nice.
That's all I have to say.
Nice.
Would you guys consider, well, so in our personality types video, we uncovered that you both are extroverts and I'm an introvert, because
I actually retook it.
Yeah. Bella, would you say that, like,
yeah, I got everything except I'm now an introvert apparently, which is interesting. Like, no,
wait,
you're
does that mean we have the same one?
I'm INFJ.
Oh, I guess you're judgy.
I guess you're perceiving then.
That's what the J means. I do be perceiving a little bit.
For real.
Anyway, yes. Bella, would you say that when you get energy, do you get it from being around people or by yourself, or like a mix of both?
See, for me, it's kind of complicated. So I love being with people. People are like my thing. Like, if I could spend all day, all night, million years with my like best friends, I would totally do it. But I do find myself, like, after hanging out with people for a few days or a few hours or something, I do like to go home, take a shower, and go to sleep, you know? Or okay, guys, for me, I think I'm finally figuring it out. for me, it's like the seasons, like the
right.
weather. If it's summer, then I do not need time to rest. Like, I could be with people all the time. But if it's winter and it's like raining and cold, I love to be inside alone watching Netflix or like painting something or like, I don't know, just doing stuff by myself. So, and I think my friends have kind of noticed that. Like, as soon as it starts getting cold, it's like, okay, Bella's not like MIA, but like there's a little bit less of me present, you know? So I don't know exactly why that works like that, but it does, so we just go with it. And this is really funny that we're like talking about this. Okay, so everybody listening, we usually like plan out our podcast topics, but recently we've just been coming up with things on the spot and going with it. And so that's what we did today too. And last night, guys, I had a dream. Get ready for this, okay? I'm going to tell you.
I'm so excited.
I'm ready.
So, I had a dream. It was like multiple dreams in one. It was kind of weird. And one of my really close friends lives in Canada. And so, like, obviously I don't see them because different country and pandemic and blah, blah, blah. And I had a dream that we were hanging out. And I was like, oh, this is so fun. Like, I was having such a good time. And we hung out for like 4 days or something. And they were staying the night at my house. And, like, it was super awesome. And then everybody knows Mavi, of course. Mavi's my best friend, and she lives here. We live like 2 steps away from each other. And Mavi asked me to hang out, and I was like, I can't. And then my mom was like, yes, you can. You're not doing anything. And I was like, fine, I don't want to.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
and then Mavi goes, and I was like, sorry, man.
Yeah, for real. Like, I feel like...
And then she goes, wait, like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, bro, I just, like, I need to, like, rest because I just hung out with someone for, like, 5 days. And she was like, okay, like, I'll see you tomorrow. And it was
literally,
totally
like,
fine.
normalize canceling plans because you're mentally drained, for real.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think, like, it was kind of funny, but I feel like it also has to do with, like, standing up for yourself because sometimes you're just like, okay, I don't have a real actual reason to not hang out with them besides the fact that I'm tired. So am I gonna say like I'm tired, I don't want to see you, or like am I just gonna go with
I feel like
so, and I feel like that's kind of what Sarah was talking
for sure.
about.
I think it's definitely like you should have that balance. Like yeah, you might think that it's gonna hurt their feelings, but if my friend was like, I'm super tired, I'm sorry, I really can't hang out today, I'd be like, yeah, I'd rather you get sleep and get rest and feel better about yourself than to be feeling horrible when hanging out with me. I don't want to like have that experience be horrible for you, you know? And also like we can always reschedule plans. It's always like it's always available another time. So it's like if you're super tired and like don't want to FaceTime or something like that, like that's completely understandable to me, but I can get like if I were to have to ask somebody to maybe like reschedule or like cancel a plan because I was tired, I would feel like I was being selfish when really you're just sticking up for yourself and like your mental health basically. Cause like you're going to feel so much worse after like talking to them on FaceTime for 2 hours if you were already tired at the beginning. So why use that time when you could be sleeping, when you can just reschedule, you know?
And if they like genuinely care about you, like you said, if a friend said that to you, that you'd be like so happy that they're taking that time for themselves, you know? If you like, if someone genuinely cares about you, they're not going to be like
and if they do, let them know that for real. Like there are some friendships where people don't realize that they're kind of seeming manipulative, and that's like totally like a manipulative way of kind of making someone hang out with you and being your friend, which is not cool if they're doing that intentionally. But if your friend like expresses to you like, oh, I really wanted to hang out, and I was really looking forward to it, I don't know, like just let them know like, hey, I'm really sorry, like excuse me, it sounds like I'm getting choked up, but I'm really just, I have phlegmy throat. But anyways, Don't even you like literally I was talking about like slavery and I started to get like a frog in my throat and then I was like, guys, I'm not choking up. I'm not like getting emotional about literally my freaking ancestors owning slaves.
Oh my god.
Ooh, anyways. Oh no. Wait, did oh my god. No, okay, anyways. My ancestors came to this country way after that. Anyways, I can't remember. But anyways, so if your friend like seems like they're being manipulative, ask them, don't be like, are you being manipulative? Just literally be like, I'm really tired. Yeah,
are you gaslighting me?
Because I'm tired, man? Oh man. No, literally like just kind of be like, give your reasoning. Be like, I'm really tired and I feel like it would not be a good time for either of us if I were to be tired while hanging out with you.
Yeah, no one wants to like hang out with someone,
right?
And when they're just in a mood. It's like,
yeah, because like
it's not good for either
first of all,
them.
I don't like it when somebody comes over to my house and they're just like, I'm really like tired and bored and meh. And I'm like, dude, that's kind of disrespectful.
Are we here to hang out or what?
Like we both chose to hang out because we were both up and ready for it. If you're not ready for it, that like it sucks to be in that situation. And you're like, if you're like tired, like it's a horrible situation to be in because you're just wanting to go to sleep instead of feeling happy to be there. You're feeling obligated to be there. And so like it's that side that's bad. And then also like the side of the person who feels like their friend doesn't value their time. And so just kind of like treat it like their time is valuable. You don't want to waste it with being mopey, slopey, social battery is drained the frig out, dude. Like it's not a bad thing to ask for like a little rain check once in a while.
Yeah. And like on a personal note, people, and I know myself, like whenever I need just to take a day to myself and do absolutely nothing, I feel bad about it because I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting in my bed watching I just started watching Friends, so I'll use that.
Wait, Sarah, you are Phoebe
watching
though.
Friends.
Don't hit me
and oh my god, that's
you're
why
literally Phoebe.
People are like, you're literally Phoebe.
You are.
And I'm like,
you are. Well, she's the best character.
Except, and I was like, yeah,
she's a little wacky and like a little bit secretive, but like, oh my gosh, I just love her so much. Anyways,
it makes me so happy. Anywho, I tend to feel bad about myself because I'm like, I'm not doing anything useful with my time, so why am I canceling? But that's the kind of mindset that gets us into these situations where we drain our batteries, put too much on our plates. We are ashamed to take the time that we need for ourselves because we feel like it's not productive enough. But who's
exactly, and also
like
it's not like people are making a time clock on you. Also, you may think that you're not doing a lot, or like you're like, oh, I should be sleeping or I should be doing something productive. I don't want to be like watching videos in my bed, just kind of like aimlessly kind of searching on YouTube or whatever. But like that's your time to like let your brain kind of relax, and like that's so beneficial for you as long as you're not watching videos for like hours and hours on end, because man, my eyes get so tired after that and then I feel even more drained. But you know, just like realize that when you realize when you feel like you're doing nothing productive, you're actually doing something really productive for your mind, and just kind of like letting it rest. So true. Oh my gosh. Like I feel like I don't want to bring this to like capitalism, but like I feel like American like work mindsets are just it's always like you have to be productive all the time to make a product, to freaking do work all the time to make the money, right? And it's like we need to take time to ourselves. Like your life shouldn't revolve around constantly doing something. Your life should be doing stuff and then resting, or resting and then doing stuff, enjoying life. You know, like if you're not enjoying your life when you're literally hanging out with your friends who you're supposed to be enjoying your life with, then freaking take a break. And if you've taken enough breaks and you just don't like hanging out with your friends, talk to them about it. I don't know, that's a personal sitch, but I'm not saying drop your friends, but
I also think that people forget that your body is like a machine, and it's really not that difficult. When your body needs something, you just gotta, give it what it needs, and it should be fine. Like if you're exhausted, you need to sleep, and then when you wake up, your body will be working just fine. So I think people think of their bodies more like, I don't know how to describe this, but I guess like maybe think of your body as like something apart from you in a way, because like I feel like most of the time people are willing to sacrifice a lot of themselves, but if you think of your body as like a machine, it's just like a thing that if you give it everything it needs, it'll do what you need it to do, you know? So I don't know, guys, it's not that complicated. For sure. Just keep it simple.
I think like the most difficult thing about like keeping your like health good with like mentally with friends and all that, the hardest thing is realizing that you need the rest. You know, it's not about getting the rest. It's not about scheduling things. It's about like realizing that. And so that's what I've kind of learned throughout quarantine, is that like if my friend is like, I want to FaceTime, can we FaceTime? And I'd be like, I'd really love to, but oh my gosh, I'm literally so tired. And one time it was so funny. Drew B. McMullen, my king, I love him. Literally, he's great.
He's so awesome,
for those who don't know, Drew McMullen is my bestie. I FaceTime with him a couple weeks ago, I think, and it was getting really late. I was like, we both at the same time were like, let's go to sleep. It was like so weird. Literally, like it was so weird because we could feel each other's like energy draining. I could feel like I was like, he definitely wants to end this call, and I really want to end this call. Not that I don't love him, not that he's like not my bestie. It's like you're tired. If you're tired, go to sleep. Don't like feel obligated to like keep talking with someone, because like they probably feel the same way, you know?
Bye.
So vibes.
Yeah.
Well,
Sarah,
I think if you're wondering to yourself, how do I know that I need to take this time for myself? I think that no matter what has happened in the past couple days or is going to happen in this next upcoming week, if you're feeling like I can't do this right now, but I could do it later, then that's your cue. If you're even like, I can't do this now, I don't think I can do it later, that's totally valid. Just take the rest today and then move on tomorrow. That's all you can do. If it's a question, I think that's something that you need to think about. Like if you're like, I don't think I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's always 100 reasons not to do something. But if it's coming in contact with your mental health, then that's a choice you have to make to protect yourself so that you can be enjoyable the next time and have a great time when you're energized again.
Also, like if it's like the other way around and you're like, oh, like I could stay home today, but like I really feel like I need to be with my friends right now, and I feel like I need to kind of like have that social interaction so that I literally don't go out of my mind sitting alone in my room all the time. Like plan a FaceTime call if you don't want to like meet up with people in person because of COVID, or like plan like a socially distanced picnic. Like that's so fun. Like bringing your own food and like talking with friends, because like for real, it may be like difficult getting plans together, like because I know that I found difficulty in that, but like honestly everybody is kind of going crazy right now, and so like if you just ask someone and they're free, they'll probably be like, yeah, for sure, let's freaking do it. Or they'll be like, oh, I'm busy, can we do it another time? And you can be like, yes, of course. And then you have that, and like it's great. And like there's just a world of possibilities. Also, if you hit me up on Instagram and want to have a socially distanced picnic, we can totally do that too if you've run out of options for the day. Or we can like, I don't know. Like if you're LaBelle, I probably can't do a socially distanced picnic with you. But if you're like if you're like around my age and like you want to just like chat and like get some good social interaction, like freaking hit me up.
And if there's stuff that you want to talk about with someone, we say this in like every episode because we're pals. I think talking to a pal is a great idea.
For
like if
real.
You're wondering how to make friends at CCA or at your school or however you live your life right now, I think talking to a pal is a great idea. And you can talk to one of us too.
Yeah. For real, like we are pals, so
you could also like.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You also everybody. Okay, maybe not everybody, but I feel like a lot of people think that to talk to a pal you have to have like an issue, but you really don't. Like if you want to talk about Legos,
we would love to hear about your Legos.
To a pal about Legos. Like we literally, yeah, man, we don't care.
Like
we're
honestly,
down for,
like we're
anything.
here to listen, and like, well, here's the thing: people think that like if they contact a pal and they're taken out of a, like people think that they have like something wrong with their freaking head, and it's like no, like sometimes people are called out just for like. Maybe a teacher has like a concern with them or something. Not even like a concern, just like, oh, I think they need to like talk to someone about this certain situation. And like it can, yeah, they can go off and have it be confidential and like it could be great instead of like being like, hey, let's talk to my friend about my frickin' schoolwork that's really difficult and like I'm not having a good time with it, because then it's like you're discussing grades and like that's not fun. So it's like literally palsies can be like a way to freaking talk to someone and like confide in a friend without having the repercussions of like, you know, rumors or blah blah blah, all that dumb stuff. And also like if you're a freshman or sophomore and you don't know the campus well, or like a new student and you don't know the campus well, literally I live right next to CCA. If you hop on a pals call with me and you're like, I want to get a tour of CCA, I could be like, I bet I'm gonna head over right now and like give you a tour. Unless I'm like pressed for time. Yeah, I might have to take a rain check because my social battery's drained. No, I'm like, I'm for real. If you need a little tour, or I could like take pictures and then next time we can like tour it out. It would be so fun. Oh my gosh, wait, that's actually such a good idea. Because I literally live like right across the street from there. Anyways.
Are there any closing statements? Any last words?
I actually do have a closing statement. Everybody get ready because Sophie kind of gave you a sneak peek with that touring option. But PALS is about to get really pumped and so much better because we're finally allowed to do some type of on-campus activity. So if you guys are going to actual school, like you're attending school, get ready because
it's gonna be so fun.
That's all
literally look for the palsies. We're gonna be there. Well, depending on what time of day, because you know we also are in school.
You can also look on our website,
Instagram,
CCA Pals, or you can look on the Instagram.
We can repost stuff on our Instagram.
Or you can literally ask.
Oh, also sign up for Wellness Day on those platforms as well. So
yeah,
if you're a junior or senior,
vibes.
Vibes.
You can also literally ask any of your teachers, and
or
you can email Unwin and be like, "Hey, Unwin, what is up?"
Unweezy.
No, literally, like Unwin is such a good contact to like. Well, obviously, not like a contact, but like an email to have. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, like he's a good email to have. Just write up a little draft like, "Hi, I want to talk to a pal." If you like don't know your counselor well, Unwin is a friend to all. Also, like just chatting with him. SDUHSD.net. And also, like, Unwin seems, he seems a little rough around the edges, but he's really sweet. So, he's so tall.
He's just a really tall man.
Like, I was very scared when I first joined PALS. I was so terrified of him. I don't know why. Tall people scare me. Sorry to anybody who's tall, but like, I'm somewhat short for my age. No, like I mean like Unwin type tall. Like I'm not like 5'7.5". I'm literally, and like he wears like boots. I'm like, you could literally crush me. Like I don't like it.
Yeah. He looks like he could just
definitely
step on you like a bug.
Sometimes he does. His comebacks are fire. But he's funny. But yeah, also contact him about anything. You could, or contact us. You could talk to him about PAL stuff. He's also advisor for comedy sports, which you can talk to him about. You can be like, oh, when are tryouts? If you like improv. Oh, speaking of which, tryouts are canceled this year.
Oh.
And literally all the seniors are graduating, so that's exciting. But anyways.
You guys are going to have to improv up a new plan then.
Yeah, we're going to have to come up with like freaking 2-person games instead of 8-person games, which is really exciting.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, guys, if you have any questions about signing up for anything, whether it's Wellness Day or the
Minecraft
in-person
Society,
games or whatever
Craft
you want,
Society,
just...
like Young Americans for Freedom Club, a bunch of different.
So Mr. Unwin is the plug for all of these things.
Is he advisor for Young Americans for Freedom or like Conservative Club?
Conservative Club.
They're pretty much the same thing. I remember
because I left something in the pals room, and then I walked into Conservative
and they
Club
were like,
"This
is Nancy
I was the only girl in there.
Twitter," and I was like, "I'm gonna leave. See you later, you guys."
No offense to Conservative Club, but it's just like I got nervous when I walked. I
got so nervous. I was like, "Where are the women?" And anyways, let's
moving on.
Talk about that. But yeah, I think that wraps up what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Well, make sure you're taking care of yourself, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. We're all in this together.
So true. It brought tears to my eyes. Okay.
Me too. Well, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Sophie. Oh, wait, are we saying that again?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Man, go with it.
Okay.
I thought you were in comedy
Bye-bye.
sports.
Bye, guys.
Bye.